Welcome to America's heartland, Bloomington, Indiana, home of the Indiana Hoosiers. Memorial Stadium will be jumping in anticipation of what we've got in store today. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Indiana Hoosiers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Wolverines will kick it away to start us off. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. So the Indiana Hoosiers offense is on the field for the first time today. And this guy is a big-time star. Just an electricity follows him onto the field.
He's a workhorse too, Reese. This is a definition of a bell cow running back. He can carry the load for his offense and put his football team on his back.
These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. The big pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 1. Here comes the option. Runs through the tackle. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll come out throwing on first down. It's caught. And he breaks into the open. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Indiana! You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He had visions of glory on that return, but he'll step out of bounds at the 29. So the Michigan Wolverines offense will try to get something started with their first possession. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
And they won't make the connection going for the big play. Here they come to try it again on 2nd and 10 from the 29. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Extending the play. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers and he couldn't hold on. On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. He wants to go deep. And that pass intercepted. He'll try to take it back. And he'll be marked down, but what a play to come up with that interception.
And this ball looks like it just got away from the quarterback. I think he made the right decision. He was going to the receiver that seemed open, but just not very accurate on the throw, and that leads to the interception.
Fires to the right. He makes the catch. He found his man and zipped it in there. They've got a first down in the red zone at the 11. And the Hoosiers have pushed it inside the 20. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball.
Touchdown, Hoosier! Hold it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves.
And that ball is picked off.
This is obviously not a great... Quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to throw, it's Roy. He's got his man. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert 3rd and short from the 30? He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. And very important, not only to generate power, but to find his mark. A 49-yard try from the left. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And now the lead is even bigger. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Finds his man, it's Bell. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the 1st down. Looking at a 2nd and short now. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. The Wolverines pick up the 1st down.
They went with the QB design run. The quarterback knew where the marker was to get that first. He dove out. He was trying to get the ball to that point. Just couldn't quite get there.
Fires to the wideout. Hauls it in. He's off to the races. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down. And the Wolverines are rolling down the field. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Getting some heat. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. 1st down sack pushes it back. Now it's 2nd down. Davis looking to pass. Firing to the right, complete. And the defense drags him down.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get extra yards for his offense. You saw it right there.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Pulls it in. It's Morris. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive. Oh, the ball's on the ground. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. Great spot to start this drive for the offense. From the gun, running back gets the give. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you've got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this
got some room entered to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
And the defense gets to the quarterback.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting a sack.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. There he goes. Open it up. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Michigan. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Man, you just can't put a price on having a guy like that back there to return punts, and he turned that one into a touchdown. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25.
Easy. Reload. Flip. And hard.
From the gun, the ground game. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Scanning the field, it's Rourke. Got the quick pass. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. He's going to pass. Swings it out to the flat. And he slid. He smashes his way through again. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. The Hoosiers come to the line with a new set of downs. Give to the running back. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job game tackling because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Down to the 26-yard line and a first down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Gets it inside the 25, down to the 22-yard line with a pickup of 4. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. The give to the tailback. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
Shakes off the tackle. Not a lot of room down here. He's able to pick up 2. It's down at the 12. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. From the gun, the running back has it. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Indiana! Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
He'll bring it out. It's Stewart. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Throws to the wideout. Got his man. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup. He went for it. He attacked it. Got the positive game. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. The Wolverines racing to the line in the hurry-up. Wide out in motion. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? Part of that is their ability to stop the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
Now facing a third and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. That's caught. It's Edwards. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. They allowed the completion, but this defense was swarming to keep them away from that first down line.
Yeah, and you allow completions in those third down situations underneath the sticks. And you come up on the rally, and everybody flies to the football. That's great execution by this defense.
Line gets set, first down. Looking for a man, it's Rourke. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. This time it's complete. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Ball spotted at the 29. Here they come on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Looking to the big tight end. On target to the left. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
And you just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency if they're not going to give up any points here before the end of the half.
Wants to throw on first down. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
And it just doesn't get more dominant than that. One-on-one, me versus you, and there's nothing you can do about it, David. I know that's something you know a lot about based on your time at Drew.
Man, fly off the edge, beat the man as quick as you can. There's so many things that have to go right for you to get a sack. The ball has to be coming out a little bit later. But you know what? When you win that fast and that clean off the line of scrimmage, that is how it's done at the highest level for that defensive end.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Tight end getting vertical. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks at first down. And the Hoosiers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Finds space on the right. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. Back to throw, it's Rourke. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Hoosiers!
This offense is really dangerous because of the weapons they have on the perimeter of the field. And you're seeing they go to these guys early, and they try to give them opportunities in one-on-one situations and vertically down the field. 2 passing touchdowns now early for this offense.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can improve. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. From the gun, wants to pass. They're bringing heat. They get to him as he throws. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. 3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. And the Wolverines will call on their punt team. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Running it back, it's Price. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. There's enough time left in the half here, David, to make something happen.
Dang right. I want to be aggressive. I'm not backed up in my own end. I can stay aggressive here. Try to get a field goal, Palmer. Try to get in range to get some kind of points before half.
Yeah, 2 biggest things are you got to protect the quarterback, and the QB cannot throw a pick here in this situation. If you do those 2 things, you got an opportunity here to steal some points.
Coming after it. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. Touchdown, Wolverines. Not content to get the fumble, they scored with the fumble. And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 31-28. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. Bringing it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Here's the handoff. Bulls his way forward. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke, and he stopped for a short gain. I'm not really sure what the thought process here is other than just trying to troll them by not running a play. The Hoosiers will kick it away to crank up the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half, those 2 turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the number one thing that you got to make sure you do is take care of the football. You want to create explosives, you want to put up a bunch of yards, but step 1, Jesse, taking care of the football.
And it just goes to show you how critical those mistakes are. Only 2 plays. That's really what separates this team from potentially having the lead. If they clean up the errors, they've got a chance to win this game.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Single back formation, and they give it to him. The Wolverines brought to the ground, but not before picking up the first.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Touch pass on the run. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Got it inside the 30 before he's finally pulled down at the 25. It's a gain of 6.
You see, they need more runs like that. It's just been so few and far between. Defensively, they've been in position. They've been winning their one-on-one battles, getting off of blocks and rallying to the ball carrier. This defense has done a nice job slowing down the run game thus far.
Fires deep toward the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. Davis will throw. Takes a hit as he fired. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's cut. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Grabbed over the middle. It's Morris. And they bring him down, but did you see this freshman rifle that thing in there? They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. Pulls and fires complete to the right. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Relying on the run. He gets a couple before he's knocked down. Ball's at the 13. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll try to run for it. Got enough space. Touchdown, Michigan. They take the lead with the 6. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. To the air. It's Rourke. He's going for the big play. He's got it down the left side. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Picked up some yardage on the ground. Now here comes 2nd down. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Listen, we all want to get to the quarterback and get sacks, but when you realize the quarterback's going to throw the football right away, you just try to get your hands in the air, get a deflection, make him throw around you. Great job by the defensive end.
They want to just keep throwing it. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. And it's right down the boulevard.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
He'll start the return inside the spot. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And how about the aggressiveness of this defense? I love this. Don't let him get to the sideline. Kept the ball in the middle of the field, went after the quarterback right away like some missiles, and got him on the ground.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
A strike downfield. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. The Wolverines are on the move. The give to the back. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Well, the offense is trying to get physical. They're pulling the backside guard on that play. He completely whiffs, though, and misses his block, and as a result, it's a negative play.
And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. To the ground, he's got it again. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. Second down here as they go back to work after the break.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Piped off in the wind. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Yeah, and that's a great job by this offense. And I'll tell you what, fourth quarter, you have the lead. That's exactly what you want to do. Lean on these guys, run the football, eat that clock.
Davis looking to pass. Feeling some heat. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Wolverines. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on defense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Fires one high and deep. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
And, man, I tell you what, I just love his instincts. You can tell when the ball's being passed, he sees it, and he breaks on the football. That's why he's in the top 10 in interceptions this season. Just such a great feel in the passing game, and you got to be careful when you attack him.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Shoots it to the left. Makes the grab well past the sticks. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Off the play fake on first down. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. And the Hoosiers want to move quickly.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. And we might as well state the obvious. First and second down didn't work out. Third and very long. Dropping back, it's Rourke. Lost one deep down the right side. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. That's why you love veterans in this defense. They stay locked in on their rules, and he made the pick.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet. It's getting pretty close.
Still on his feet at the 45. He now has 106 yards on the ground as he gets closer and closer to that magical 1,000-yard mark for the season. They have a first down at the 41-yard line. He wants to throw. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming, and there it is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense gets set for second down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. This is a third and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Moves around to clear up the vision. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down, and an excellent throw, too. Touchdown, Michigan! Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone. That ought to be enough to make this lead insurmountable, and with it, there'll be a perfect 10-0. Into the end zone he goes for the 2, and now they lead by 3 possessions. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. First down here for the offense. Looking for a man. It's Rourke. Quickly complete. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. They'll snap it from the 26 on first down.
Come on, set. Go.
He's looking to throw it. Using the quick game. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. On second down, they'll take to the air. Got him downfield. Open runway ahead. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. looking to throw it again. To the end zone, and it's picked off. Not only a great play, but tremendous discipline by this sophomore to make the pick. The offense set for a first down play. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
Well, you know if you're this offense, you're dialing up this running back, man. He has been a scoring machine all season long. He just finds his way into the end zone, and this is a golden opportunity to put 6 up on the board with that guy in the backfield.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
Throws to the tight end. He's got a first down and maybe a lot more. They're able to make the stop, but a little extra icing on this winning cake in this one. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game, David. This was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why offenses are ahead of defenses. In this game, it was no different.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David